Everybody, and welcome back to Allthemodium 9. How's your day been? Good? Let me know down in the comments below. So last episode, we got ourselves the Morgan sword. It is so overpowered, and it's actually stronger than what it was before. What I did last episode is just like fail, more or less, getting ourselves the proper sword. So I went ahead and enchanted a brand new diamond sword with every possible enchantment from the soul enchanter, threw it in the lake with all the ender upgrades, and out came an innate cap of 14,141. This thing is insane. I've got it up to 3,000 attack damage. I've put every possible enchantment on it, bar I think sharpness, which wasn't an option in the soul enchanter for some odd reason. There's probably a enchanting here that's conflicting, and knowledge of the ages. Now, I still have the original one, which has knowledge of the ages, which I'm essentially using as my experience gaining sword, which has now an attack damage of 1800, which is still one-shots a lot of things. And now actually with the 3000 attack damage of this guy, we can actually one-shot a 10,000 HP Piglich. I think the Vorpal is what kind of helps there, but most of the Pigliches I've just tested this thing on all died to one shot. And it's also unbreakable thanks to Forbidden and Arcanus. We got this guy here set up, and we now make our Eternal Stellas, which will be now needed for the Oblivion Shard for the ATM Star. So we'll be doing that soon. What's the plan for today? Well, I think it's about time we get Mekanism up and running, and I think I was planning on setting up the passive crafting in the space station. There's not much room up there, so we're actually going to do it over here in the corridor of machines. And at least the Greg oh my god, these eggs are everywhere. I think there's a new update to the pack that came out. I didn't update data to it yet because apparently there's no server files. But they've changed the spawn rate of these eggs to 0, so... Oh, disappeared. Yeah, they're actually a really good source of saturation. They're not actually that bad. So in here, I've made this new room. This is Mechanism Automation. I'm actually giving all of these guys a sign. So we got Power Automation, we got Immersive Engineering, and Simulated Mob Farms. I think I need to set up... Yeah, I need to get more prediction matrices in there. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. So in here, we're going to be doing Mechanism, and I want to get Mechanism set up now so we can start getting into Mechanism reactors and get ourselves antimatter being produced, which I think is needed for the probability device. Yeah, and I think antimatter is also needed for a few other things. Probably like this thing here. There's probably a few things we want to convert in here. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably doing it this way, using the inert nether stars. Because I know nether stars are something we're kind of lacking on. I really need to get those built up. I think we need like 1.6 million of them for 20 ATM stars, which is our goal. So in this room, we've already got access to our AE system up there through that channel. And down here, this is just where we're going to be running some of the cables. So I've got most of the stuff, I think, in my bag here that we kind of need. And this isn't my first time setting this up. I've been changing my mind the way I'm setting these things up the whole time. And I'm just like so confused on what way to do it. But I think I have the way I want to do it now. So we're just going to get some energy cable, and we're just going to route it down like this. And we're just going to run it up on every second block. So each alloy, so like the enriched alloy, the atomic alloy, reinforced alloy, all the 3 different alloys from Mechanism, we're all going to be making through 2 sets of metallurgic infusers. Right, so everything here will have power now. And the way I'm thinking of routing everything is we're going to have pipes right here, here, and here. No, not there. On top. And we're going to have an interface in the middle right here. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to have items come out of the machine here and here, go up into the interface, and then these ones here are going to be extract, and this one here extract. That way we only have one interface for export of items and import of items, and on the back right here, we're going to have 2 export buses on each, one on back of each machine, and these guys are going to be sending out the enriched redstone. So we're going to have like enriched redstone here, we're going to have enriched redstone in you, and we're going to have that all being passive crafted then as well. So we just get some smart cable, connect it to there, and then hook up the dense cable right here. Like that. And that's the way we're going to be routing it all. So over here, we're going to have to set up our enrichment chambers to make all of the enriched stuff. But first, we need to actually get some of the alloy being made, because I think the enrichment chamber needs the enriched alloy. So configuration in here, we're going to clear all the ports. The top is going to be input of items, the right is going to be export of items, and the back is going to be extra, which is going to be the input of the enriched stuff, which goes in this slot here. And then the same thing for this guy, in the back, output there, input there. Cool. So this guy here is going to have red iron, and he's going to be making the enriched redstone, or the enriched alloy. So 64 in there, and I need to get these filters here just to export only iron, because I don't want to try and pulling out the enriched alloy and putting it into the machine, which could clog it up. And there we go. The thing is more or less ready to go. So you extract, and that's the whole setup done. So these guys should be filling up with iron, and they are. The only thing we're missing is redstone, but we'll give them a tiny bit of redstone just to get them going. So we'll just give them a stack of redstone each. Cool. And we'll also have to make sure we start making upgrades for these guys soon as well. Oh my god, the eggs are everywhere. Now we just need to do that for the other 3 setups. We're going to have one extra one at the end here from making the basic circuits. It's almost the exact same setup. It's just instead of iron, it's osmium. All right, so now they're all pretty much set up. So let's get ourselves a few things going. I think to get the diamond one going, we have to crush some diamond dust. Do we have diamond dust? Oh, we do actually. Okay, so we can stick diamond dust in there, and that will make us our reinforced alloy. We do want to enrich it, and I think you can enrich diamond straight from diamond. Yes, you can. That's good. And then that in here. Okay. This is the only other thing is they're going to be not evenly distributing it into each one. If we really wanted to get this thing to work so that everything is evenly distributed, we could use XNet, but I'm too lazy to set up XNet right now. Pipes will do for now. This many pipes isn't going to cause that much of an issue. So at the end here, we want an enrichment chamber, and we should be able to make them right now since the basic circuits. I need some redstone. Actually, wait, I just realized the other way I could set it up so it evenly distributes it. Instead of having 2 exports, we could just run the cable up above and just tell it to export out the top and round robin it, so that way it'll be more evenly distributed. That would work way better. Oh, I didn't know the wrench could break that. Interesting. Anyway, so up here, extract, and just stick one of these back in here, and that's it. Yeah, that works way better. And just make sure you go in here and change it to round robin so they evenly distribute all the items. Okay, that works a lot better. Cool. So now we should have everything we need for the enrichment chambers, and we're only going to need 3 or 4 of these or something. I think just 3. We might have a spare one just to set up a pattern for it. So in here, then we want to run this cable further, and we want to connect one enrichment chamber here. And actually, these guys can all stick together. So now each one is just going to have an export bus on the back, exporting out what they need. So this one here will be redstone. This one here will be diamonds. And then the end right here will be obsidian, the refined obsidian dust. Now, refined obsidian dust we have to make in a metallurgic infuser. That's combining diamond dust and obsidian dust. Now, the obsidian dust comes from, I think, an enrichment chamber in obsidian. Okay, so we need to set up a 4th enrichment chamber. And you'll go right here, and you'll just be obsidian. And then we're going to have a metallurgic infuser on the end here, which will make ourselves our refined obsidian. Cool. So you just stick an export bus right there. And what we'll do is we'll just stick an ME interface like, I don't know, right here or something. Or if I continue this cable over and just connect it right there. That way then we can just run all the pipes back over and connect it in. And now we just make sure we configure everything in here. So items in the top, or export out the top and input in the back. There we go. Now we're making ourselves enriched redstone, which will then get pumped into the metallurgic infuser over there. Cool. Now, once we have that set up and made a bit of it, we do need to start upgrading these machines. So we need to start making ourselves some installers. Okay, these machines are just going way too slow. So we need to start crafting a few speed upgrades just to get them going faster. Now, the only other issue we're going to run into is a bit of a power issue. Not that we don't have enough power, it's just they just keep fluctuating on power. So we're going to have to make a bit of power upgrades. Now, there is one other thing I still want to do before we go ahead and upgrade these machines. And that is to actually make these guys stop when they have enough of those items in the system. Now you can see everything here is a bit more calm. Now, the only thing is we're running out of the enriched redstone, so you get more. And hopefully that will make a little bit more. But now I want to grab out these MV level emitters and stick them on the front of every single machine. It doesn't matter how many of these you use, they actually don't take up any channels, so that's actually very nice. Okay, and then I need to connect them all to the ME system, which I'm just going to run a cable underneath here and just cable facade it. Okay, so they all look pretty good like that. So what we're going to do with these guys here, so this is one make it enriched obsidian. So if we look up enriched obsidian, no, he's making the refined obsidian. So refined obsidian, we put this in here and say don't craft any more than 2,000. Is refined obsidian used for anything else important? The exchangers, enriched. Is the refined obsidian ingot used for anything? Teleporter frames, the robots? Not that it looks like it. Okay, so we'll only hold maybe 1,000 of it in the system. If we need more, we can always increase the number. And now the same thing for this guy. So this guy here is making obsidian dust. We don't need that much obsidian dust. So limit that to 1,000 as well. And now you can see like they're not exporting our redstone signal. And actually that's something in here we need to change. We need to change these to inverted. So when they receive a redstone signal, they will stop. So if we change this to below, right? Emit a redstone signal when levels are below obsidian dust. Why are you not? Oh, because I never hooked up this rest of this network here to the system. Hang on. Now if I go down here, all of them are on bar this one because the rest of them aren't set up correctly. But you can see this guy stopped. So we go in here and change it. Now it's off and the machines should start going. Why are you not running? Oh, is the machine next to it giving off a redstone signal that's stopping the thing? Oh, if that's the case, we might need to separate them. I didn't think that was an issue. Okay, I need to add a 1 block gap in between those machines quickly. Hang on. Okay, I think everything is more or less fully set up in here. I changed around one of the machines. I actually stuck one of the enrichment chambers, making the obsidian dust in the space station. I made a little bit of room for it. And this guy here is making us a refined obsidian. Now, I don't think he's set up correctly. No, he is. There's actually a hidden exporter here to export out the block it needs, or like the obsidian dust. So tell this thing here to extract, and that will go in the system. That will go in here now to start refining, and then we can start making ourselves atomic alloy, which I think it might be making 1 or 2 already. Cool. It's still very slow because I stopped this thing here from making or exporting it out. But now it's time to upgrade all of the machines here. So let's have a look at what speed upgrades we have. So energy, just give everything here energy. And now everything here speed. Okay. And last thing we need to do is just get installer upgrades and just slowly upgrade all the machines. So how many machines do we have in total? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. And now we can upgrade all these here to basic. I really kind of like the new design of all the Mekanism machines. They look way more modern and futuristic. But in here, we want to turn on auto sort. Not that we really actually need it, but auto sort will then allow everything to be filled into these 3 slots evenly. All right, and here are the rest of the other upgrades. Oh, now everything here is running at maximum capacity. Wait, wrong ones. I meant to grab one of these guys. All right, and now everything here is running. Now, this will still take a long time to reach 10,000 of each alloy, but I hope it doesn't take too long. Probably a few hours of runtime. I have 36 hours in my Pime in a bottle, so let's come back when all 10,000 have made and see how long it took. All right, and all of them have stopped. I've actually doubled it to 20,000, and it took less than an hour. It says 42 there, but I used a little bit of time to get some more obsidian going, because I actually went ahead, and while they were crafting, I went into our farming area with the bees and our phytogenic insulators, and I added a new phytogenic insulator with obsidian seeds. So they're now making obsidian, and I've actually set up some crafters in the space station. I decided to take down all the inscribers. I don't think we're going to nearly need more printed circuits now. So this guy in here is turning all of the essence we get from our farm into usable items. And the same here, it's making us like nether stars and allthemodium, vibranium, and unobtainium nuggets. So everything is pretty good. Oh, I need to probably stop that cooking all the osmium. How much has it made? 600,000? Okay, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Is there any point to me trying to double all of these resources, like all the raw stuff? Should I just go straight up and just smelt everything? because I'm actually planning on setting up the chunk destroyer, George, up again at some point. Because since now all the Gregstar ores are in the mining dimension, and there's a few ores that I haven't got access to, and an egg in space. Oh, come on. Why? More. Oh god, it's just getting ridiculous. But yeah, since there's a few ores in Gregstar I haven't got access to, but now they're in the mining dimension, I think it's a good idea to set up the chunk destroyer again. So I'm hoping to do that soon. So let me know whether or not to double all the raw ores or just smelt them all, because I do have a ton of raw ore. Yeah, it's a lot. Right, so there's actually something else I want to do right now. Since like last episode when we made ourselves our Morgan sword, I wanted to get myself the Allthemodium Paxel. There's a problem with the amount of power we're supplying to our things in here. It's just not able to keep up with the power export. I did try and fix it by setting up some like energizing cubes from power to try and store the power, then we can use it, but it only transfers 2 million FE at a time. So back here I have a secret door, like up here, yeah, and you can see all of the different tubes or like the energy cells. They hold 2 billion FE, which is quite nice, and that's 5 of them, so that's 10 billion FE stored right there. But I'm thinking of just sticking an induction matrix back here from Mekanism. So what we want is a provider. The provider is how much power we can input and output, and if we use 4 of them, that will be 200 million FE, roughly. So I want to get those being made, and they're being made using the lithium from Gregstar. There is also like lithium from Mekanism and Chemlib, but I think the one from Gregstar is our best option since we have like 20,000 of it at the moment. And the induction cells, they hold 1.6 trillion FE each. So I'm thinking if we just get like 4 of them as well, that we can, I think that should be enough storage to get us going. And I'm going to craft like 200 of this casing, and we just need 2 of these ports. Cool. And now let's build our little induction matrix frame back here. This is contained in a chunk, so we don't have to worry. I don't think there's any reason to go any bigger than this. Even this is probably just a bit too much. Okay, the 4 providers are done, so we're just waiting on the actual cells to be made. And then just cover this. Do I put glass in the front of this thing here? I'm not entirely sure. I need to bring down the stone 1 level here. I won't remove this just yet, because we do need to have our ports on it. But essentially the ports are just going to be like on the bottoms here, maybe. So let's say the induction provider is going to go right here. I really like the new textures of this stuff. What's taking this so long? Ah, it's almost done. It's just very slow crafting all of the extra energy cells, or the energy tablets, or whatever they're called. The glass we need to use this is structural glass. Do I have any glass? No. Okay, hang on. Let me just craft up a ton of glass here. Or we need to set up like a sand farm, because I don't think we have that much sand. Yeah, we only have available 17,000. Okay, we'll just craft 10,000 for now. And that's the induction matrix made. Now, unfortunately, there's no power storage in there now. So let's go in here and add these in. So we should be able to just go like this. And now if we look inside, it has a capacity of 6.4 trillion, and it has an import and export of 2 million, which is a good amount. We will definitely increase that. So before we do anything else, let's actually add our 2 imports on it now. So this one here and that one there. Does any of these wrenches work? Nope. Can I just right click? How do I change these one into an export? Do I actually need the configuration tool? All right, so that's set to output. Now we can take this port here and this port here. So this is sending the power out into everything. So this will be output of power. This is insert of power, right? Why aren't they connecting? They should just connect, right? Unless I have them backwards. Why isn't this constructing? It worked a second ago. Can I not have them up there? Do they have to be on? Oh, that's odd. Okay, let me bring it up a bit then. Let me put them in here. So you are an output port. So input and output. Is that correct? No? What's going on? Why isn't this working? Green is input. Oh, did I have them backwards? Oh, I did have them backwards. Okay. So now we're exporting out. Let's bypass our limit and bypass the limit here. So we're exporting out 4 million, which is 2 million from the 2 reactors. And what I want to do is actually stick another cable. Since this is the power coming into them, I want to remove these. And I want to stick another plug here and change that to mains power input. So all of these guys will slowly drain and get stored inside the induction matrix. We already have 1 billion FE. So this might take a moment since we can only transfer 2 million at a time. All right, so now all the power's out of those cells. What I want to do now is kill a wither a few times. You can either do it with the dragon, but I've made myself a premium sword, and it has a special enchantment on it called Mystical Enlightenment. Is that 9? Actually quite high. This guy here, when killed with that enchantment, will drop a special dust. And we need that special dust. Wow, 12 of it. And that dust will be used to make awakened supremium blocks. And then that awakened stuff can be used to make the awake... What the hell? Why was there a second explosion? I don't know. I'm also noticing some weird lag spikes. Okay, I just lost a load of my health now. What the hell is going on? What happened to Snitch? What is going on? Why have I got so many debuffs? Get trapped in concrete feet. It's because of Plaguebringer? And when he hits me back, I get some of his effects? I think that's what's going on. I have fire immunity now and Wither too, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to grab a couple stacks. Oh, where did this come from? Don't tell me one of my hearts fell out. Okay, so I didn't lose one of my heart canisters. I can't remember if I had all 10 of the soul ones. Yeah, I mean, I can't have any more than 10, so I have no clue where I got this. This is a random loot drop. So, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and get myself like 2 or 3 stacks of this dust, and then we can go make ourselves our Allthemodium Paxel. Soul heart has been consumed. What is going on? Hang on, did I just lose another heart? I did. Okay, I have no clue what's happening. Like, I'm attacking these guys and I'm getting some weird effects. I might need to go and clear this sword. I'm so honestly confused. I don't know what's going on. Envenomed? Yeah, this is the weirdest thing ever. Okay, things are just getting weirder. Now there's a vengeance spirit wither. I have no clue what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to assume this sword is cursed. I'm going to try and get the Mystical Enlightenment enchantment off it somehow and put it on this sword. But for right now, this thing is dangerous to hold. This should be enough dust for now. So let's go upgrade to the awakened stuff. So we need ourselves an awakened altar, which is orange wool. Unlike the regular altar, we actually only need 4 pedestals, but we're also going to need 4 essence vessels instead. And you know what? I'm just going to do it over here in this little cleared spot. So we'll put down the altar right here. It looks like it wants a pedestal there, here. And then I want the 4 of these here, and here. That's grand. And what I need to do now is actually get ourselves out a block of the premium. Let's craft like 10 of them. Of course, I forget to unpause. Okay, so it looks like it uses 10 essence each. So you put the Supremium block in the center, your dust in all these sides here, put down a button and activate, and there you go. You got yourself your block. Yeah, so with like all of these different essences, you just put them inside the pedestal, or like the vessels. And now there's 34 in there, and now we can do another one. I think we could do like 2 more. All right, so I just went ahead and made myself the Supremium Paxel. So we just put this in the center with 2 gems and 2 awakened ingots, and that's it then. Off it goes. I've already topped up these guys here, and that should be our awakened thing now. And now with this, we can go make ourselves our Paxel. So I think to make the Paxel, you have the main tool in here. So now we need to make ourselves an Allthemodium alloy blade, pickaxe, shovel, and axe. And they're all also done in here. So there is a total of like, how many slots does this thing need? I think it needs something like 12. So we're just going to add on like another few here. And hopefully they reach. I'm sure they will. Now in my bag here, I have all of the ingredients we need. So we'll start off with the Paxel. Or like the pack. Oh, I can't speak today. We'll start off with the pickaxe. So we need 1 of every item here. So 1 vibranium, 1 unobtainium, 1 Allthemodium, 3 alloy blocks of each. And that should be it. So if we put the axe in there. Yep, it's working. And mana's being sent from over there. And there we go. We've made ourselves our Allthemodium alloy Paxel. Now I need to do that for the shovel, the axe, and the pickaxe. Or the sword. Alright. So we just put each one of these tools down now. Wait, did he pick up one of my tools? Of course they did. That there, and now the Awakened Paxel. We ran through a lot of mana. And there we go. Allthemodium Alloy Paxel. Now technically we don't need these tools anymore. This thing technically also works as a sword, but we're mainly only going to be using it. Like, how fast is it? Okay, that's actually still pretty fast. Yeah, not bad. Let me quickly enchant this thing. All right, I'm happy with just that. Efficiency 6 just seems to be the just enough speed that for like I can dig fast, but it's not too fast that I can't control it. And we've also got maximum fortune. I think that's all we really need on this tool. You don't need anything special. Like, this thing kept wanting to give me like auto smelt like the whole time, which is not going to be what I want. But yeah, so not much else left to do. So now next episode, what we'll do is we'll start working on the actual reactors part of Mekanism. And over here, I'm thinking of also setting up on the opposite wall here, Industrial 4 going. So getting ourselves latex extraction and all the dissolution chambers set up, because I think we kind of need those. And then once we have that done, we can finally make our way back to Greg Tech. I'm actually starting to miss it. I kind of want to get back into it. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell while you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.